Welcome everybody to Indivisible TX Lege Live, October 5th, 2020. So today's a pretty big day of updates and information, so let's jump in. First, we want to go ahead and head over to the Indivisible TX Lege website. So we're going to go to indivisibletextledge.org, and we have a new newsletter for all of you. So let's open this up and see what kind of actions we are prioritizing for this week. So we click on that October 4th link. And definitely the national news has been nothing short of a zoo this last week. But there is some important actions that we want to encourage everybody to take. As a reminder, today's the last day for voter registration for the November 3rd election. And so you want to make sure you get them in the mail today or drop them off today. And we're running out of time. So if you know anybody who's needing to get that done, please help them fill out, get the information, the forms that they need to fill out and get it in the mail today or drop it off. So number one is we want to say no in Texas to voter suppression. If you've missed the news, Governor Abbott has decided to restrict ballot drop-off locations to one per county. And so what does that do? Well, when you look at a county like Harris County, which has the city of Houston within it, it has a population larger than the entire state of Rhode Island, but it can only have one location for elderly or disabled voters to drop off their ballot, as well as anybody else who would like to drop off their ballot. There's only one location that they would have to go to within that large county. We see this as voter suppression. There has been a lawsuit filed by several organizations, including LULAC, as well as the League of Women Voters. And we're really excited that later this week, we may have an opportunity to talk some of those to some leaders within those organizations about that particular lawsuit. So be on the lookout for our Indivisible TX Lege Live session later this week. So what you can do is call Governor Abbott. Here is a sample or an example of a script you can provide. And we really want to continue to flood that phone number and just reaching out to Governor Abbott to let them know that we urge him to reverse this restriction. In a time like this year in 2020, we should be looking at ways to increase opportunities for people to vote, not decrease. And a great example of the governor doing that is that he added a week to early voting. So early voting starts October 13th, a week earlier. And so we applaud him for decisions like that. This is why this is so concerning, because he has shown a willingness to help expand opportunity to vote. This latest decision, though, is not an example of that. Two, we want to encourage everybody to finalize your plan because of all of the changes that have been happening throughout this year with, dates around early voting, changes in drop-off ballots. It is important to make your plan for your voting. And so here's an example of some things to consider that you can ensure you have answers for yourself so that you are as successful as possible with completing your voting this election cycle. And we're going to go through, we have this information also on our homepage that I'll highlight here. So let's jump over there and just take a look. So when you go to our homepage, you will see what is your voting plan. And so this is something you can share. Simply share our website and let them know that here's some great tips to ensure you have all of the details you need for your voting plan and to be successful. And our third action for this week is to get out the vote. Volunteer to phone bank, text, or write letters to get out the vote. There are some alternative ways that people are looking to try to get involved because of COVID. And so it's really exciting to see all of those different ideas that people are doing to try to encourage the vote for this particular election cycle. And as we've shared before, we will go to that again. We're going to go to the calendar on our website. And if you're looking for opportunities, we have all kind of events that you can get engaged for getting out the vote. And specifically, we also want to share a event that we're doing in collaboration with Sister District Project. Last Friday, we had a Indivisible TX Lege live session with Taylor from Sister District and Trish, a fellow organizer in Indivisible TX Lege. There's going to be two events this month on October 8th and October 22nd from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. where you can phone bank with a group of Texans trying to help get the vote out. Now, you can also do this during your own time within those hours throughout the day, which are usually from the morning through the evening to phone bank. But if you want to do it with a group and get some training, if it's your first time, join one of these events so that you can participate in that effort. So let's recap here. We want to let Governor Abbott know that the need for him to reverse his restrictions around ballot drop-offs is a huge priority to ensure everybody has the access they need to be able to vote. Finalize your own plan to vote. Talk to family and friends around their plans and help them if they are needing any assistance, and then help get out the vote because the election is right around the corner. People are already voting through mail-in ballots. Early voting starts October 13th. And so we want to get everybody out to the polls or get their ballots in as much as possible. So let's take a look at census information. So today, Texas Counts had a great special update regarding the census. This has been another area where there's been a lot of changes around the census. Ending dates changing, what's going to be on the census being questioned. And so Texas Counts has been a leader in trying to help keep Texans informed around the census. So over the last week or two, there's been a lot of changes because they originally were going to have October 31st as the end date. It got moved up to September 30th. And then there was an injunction filed to keep the October 31st date. The U.S. Census Bureau then put October 5th as a deadline that they were wanting to finalize the census count. And they have also been told that they still need to keep the October 31st. The Trump administration is still pursuing for that to be wrapped up sooner than that. And so this could change, but as of right now, people are still able to fill out the census. And this is huge for Texas because the data helps inform the federal dollars that come to Texas, that come to our communities, as well as when it comes to redistricting for the state, that data is used to be able to carve out those districts. And so we want to make sure that everyone is engaging in the census. It is super important. If you haven't done it, please get that done today as soon as possible. Okay, so the other thing we want to share is just a reminder. You can go to our homepage or really any page on our website, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Definitely do that if you're not already doing that. You can join our Facebook group, which is a closed group, and you can also join our mailing list so those newsletters get to you directly. And so please, please, please sign up for that mailing list so you can get that information directly to your inbox. Of course, keep checking out Indivisible TX Lege Live for us to walk through those particular actions. And then also, if you're interested in joining the organizing efforts for Indivisible TX Lege, you can go to Join Us and fill out this information so that you can join the organizing team. We are a group of volunteers around Texas that are working together to help educate and inform Texans around the state legislature, as well as advocating for representatives and solutions for our state that will help all Texans. So we would definitely love to have you join the organizing team. With that, we hope everyone's having a wonderful start to the week. We hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Take action this week. We look forward to working with all of you as we are getting close to this election and are excited about the results that are coming down November 3rd and just the opportunity to be able to help build our communities up. Hope everyone has a great week.